Mike Ashley misses a beat. Insomniac gets a new fleet. And the pile of shame this week is an absolute treat. Hello everyone and welcome to the Straight Up Games podcast. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Straight Up Games podcast, episode 83 this week, and I have got a weird radio voice that I didn't have when I left the house, which either suggests I'm getting a turbo allergy or Taylor Swift was on a bit too loud in the car I rode up over, so sorry about that. I'm Mickey, this is Graham.
Hello.
And we've just lost Carrick, unfortunately, urgent matters, so Carrick's dropped, but all is well, hopefully, and we'll see him next week. We have got a big loaded show. Would it be the Straight Up Games podcast without it? Don't think
Absolutely
so.
not.
We've got a bit of news. It was Xbox Developer Direct, so we're going to do a bit of a deep dive in that. We've got a tasty pile of shame, which I teased at the beginning there. So I'm excited to talk about that. But as always this week, we'll kick things off with what you've been playing. I've played very, very few games, as in an game this week.
Okay. Is it League of Legends?
It's not League of Legends.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah, so I've booked Warhammer World for my birthday, and now the shame and the guilt of having a box of grey plastic unpainted has just become a bit too much.
Oh, okay.
So I've not had a lot of free time this week, but the free time that I have had, I've spent painting little faces on men, which is unreal. I've missed it, but I forgot how daunting it is and how much of a task it is, and I don't even have a whole lot to do really.
Right.
But I've spent a lot of time into that. The only game that I've played, because I'm fully back on board with the Switch hype, having not had a new Switch game for ages, or so I thought, is Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, because I've bought it at launch, pre-ordered it, and then haven't touched it.
Okay.
The good news is, because it's a Nintendo game, I haven't paid more than I should have. It's the same price. And it's a canny little game so far. Loads of shades of old school Nintendo and old school Zelda. Quirky characters. It's that toy design of the smoothed out cutesy characters, it was a hit when it came out, and I really enjoy that they've kept with that format. It feels weird because it doesn't feel like a Zelda in its controls, but it does at the same time. And they were very clever because it kicks you off playing as Link for like 5 minutes, and then
does it?
And then you start again.
Right.
So you've got at your disposal the bombs, the arrows, and your sword and shield, and then stuff happens. And as we've seen from all the trailers and all the gameplay, you end up playing as Zelda, starting from scratch with 3 hearts and note.
Oh, okay.
Properly charming. I'm enjoying it. Playing in handheld, and it plays very smooth. Yeah. Normally I'd play on the big telly, but
have you got an OLED Switch?
Nah, I'm still kicking alive and kicking on the OG.
Me too.
But it does well, does really well, which makes us excited for the Switch 2, because that game didn't
it's
come
a bigger
out
leap,
long ago.
I think, because if you haven't had the OLED Switch and you go to Switch 2, you'll notice the difference.
100%,
probably.
Yeah. And I went from day one Xbox One and day one PS4 to PS5 and Xbox Series X. And it wasn't quite switching from an AV cable to a HDMI on my 360, but it was enough to make us go ooh.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Things that make you go
Yeah. Yes. Play that tune. So yeah, that's mostly what I've been playing. Hopefully I'll get to stick with it and play with it for a bit longer, and tell you more about it. But I don't really know enough to give a full lowdown quite yet.
Apparently that game you can play it a lot. Like you can play Tears of the Kingdom, where you can just cheat the game to the end.
Yeah. Essentially, it's
by
a
using
sandbox.
Different abilities, yeah.
And it feels like, unfortunately, I'm at like a depressing amount of cares about games where, as I play games, I think I know how they've done that. And I think the world is just square tiles, and you can place things on said square tiles.
Yeah.
But everywhere is a square tile, so as you unlock things to create, there's I've no doubt that someone's speedrun that game by putting loads of tables in a row.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So yeah, very clever though for what it is.
Okay, well I've been playing. It's good English. I've been playing Metroid some more.
Nice.
I think I forgot how much Metroid games, or Metroid Prime, is like Zelda in a sense of you do a puzzle, it goes
of course,
and it shows like the camera pans to the thing that you've just unlocked, and then switches back to your character. Even the music and stuff. There's definitely there's a link somewhere between Metroid and Zelda. I don't know who it is or who's responsible for that, but still enjoying it. I've got unlocked 25% of the unlockable abilities now because it gives you a little pop on the screen to tell you that. I forgot how much the game doesn't handhold you at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a new power up and you go, right, okay, I look at my map, where couldn't I get before? And you try and find a little icon of the door that you've not been through yet, or remember that. Or right, I needed the double jump to get up there, and I couldn't get up there last time. So I'm in the Fenendrel Drifts or something. It's called, the icy world, basically. So I'm going through that. I've just unlocked my thermal visor.
Nice.
So that takes you through an area of the game which is in pitch black. Mm-hmm. Just to sort of go, here's a new thing, you got to use it. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it.
Good.
Still enjoying it. There's a lot of secrets I've probably missed. Make my way through the game, but it's very clever how it's lots of very small areas, but it hides a lot in those little areas.
It's Disney World.
Aye.
Where you feel like where you are at the time, but
definitely.
in reality, everything else is just around that corner.
A couple of frustrations I've got continue to play is when you switch into the morph ball, because there's no camera control on it. It's a fixed camera, so there's parts of the game where you have to like navigate along a little rail or something to get a power up, like an additional 5 missiles for your inventory or whatever.
Yeah.
And when you do that, the camera's fixed, so you're gently trying to move yourself along this little platform with the analog stick, and you'll fall off and go and try again. So that was frustrating, but it's just an old school game. That's just how things used to be. You just forget how blessed you are now in terms of how games just work now.
Not just work, but have been tried and tested so often to make sure people don't rage quit.
Yeah.
Because we had more patience then. We had now else to do but play that game.
Yeah.
Until you got to your next game. Where people now just go, bollocks to this, I'm going to play something else.
Yeah. So, but I have spent a long time, because I'm trying not to use guides or anything like that, so I've spent a long time backtracking through the same areas I've been through a million times going, where the hell do I go now?
As is the way.
Yeah. Trying to work it out, thinking, there's a bit of this. I can picture a part of a level in my head where I think I couldn't get there before. But like the magnetic rails and stuff, they're really early on in the first area of the game. And I still haven't unlocked it. I still haven't unlocked that power up yet. So at some point I'm going to have to go right back to the start.
But isn't it funny how that's in the back of your mind at all times?
Yeah, it is. And there's still parts of the first area of the map that are still greyed out because I've just not been able to get to them yet.
Yeah.
So...
What a game.
I know. It's still it's definitely much better on TV than it is on handheld just because of the detail. And I'm still just running around scanning stuff.
Get yourself a tiny little CRT.
Yeah. I think the game, if they modernised it more than they have, a sprint would have been good.
Yeah.
Trying to sort of when you're trying to go from part, because there's no fast travel, and you're trying to backtrack a lot, and because the enemies respawn all the time, you're not gaining anything by killing them.
Yeah,
they're just in the way.
I do think though, because that game is so small, the sprint they put in. Which game was it where the sprint animation is no faster than the actual running animation, but it feels like it.
Yeah.
Because you would race through it. You would absolutely fly.
Yeah. So I've been mainly playing that. I have also started Prince of Persia.
Oh yes, I've been excited about this.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a side scroller hack and slash. It's definitely got influences from Hades in it, 100%. The way the cutscenes work with the little pop up like cartoony characters on the screen reading dialogue, is definitely been influenced by Hades. Some of the fights have definitely been influenced by Hades and some of the combat mechanics.
Big fan of you dual playing Metroid Prime and a Metroidvania.
I know, that's crazy, isn't it? Imagine that. I've only played half an hour or so of it, so I've only done the start of the game, but I've really struggled in games to parry, and this carries a lot of parrying as you're doing boss fights and stuff, so I'm finding it difficult to sort of get the timing. I've never been able to get the timing down with parrying. I'm a just bash X kind of guy.
Whack it until it's dead.
Yes, pretty much. But with this, it's like, all right, I've got to time your parries correctly, and I'm always a frame too soon.
Right.
That's just as is the way. But looks really pretty. The combat's really slick. From what I've got so far, I think I've just entered the first main kind of area of the game. So
Is it? This might be a stupid question, but is it very Prince of Persia-y? Because I love that world, but it. Like if you picked it up as a gamer without knowing what it was,
No.
would you immediately think Prince of Persia?
Nah.
Oh right, okay.
No, it's just because there's no acrobatics as such in the beginning of the game. Because Prince of Persia, if you think about like Sands of Time or something,
Yeah.
with the ability to slow down time and stuff. I don't know. There's a lot of game to play, and I imagine there's you can bounce off walls and that kind of thing. But
I found that
I
with
think-
remember, was it Temple of Osiris, that Tomb Raider game? It was
Aye.
like a strange change of the
yeah,
series.
it was. Yeah,
But I remember playing that, and I don't think I would have known that
Yeah.
was Tomb Raider, and that was
Yeah.
what I'd worried about with this game, was if they'd just lost the feel of it.
yeah. It feels like a 2D, playing Hades currently. Anyway,
Well, was there like a side-scrolling Prince of Persia back in the day? I remember playing a Game Boy Advance one, but I don't know if there was like an older one than that even.
yeah, I think there
Yeah.
was.
So maybe it's like a back to roots situation then.
Yeah, because the original Prince of Persia had big white baggy trousers on.
Baggy
And it was like
trousers.
Pitfall. It was like it was frame animation, so you had to try and jump over the spikes. Because the way the character model moved, you had to press jump at the right frame to make him leap. So,
The original Parry.
aye, the original Parry. Yeah. Parry Manilow.
Parry chuckle. I'm dying.
Dear me. So, yeah, that's where I am. I'm very well aware of the games that are coming down the release schedule very soon. So,
Yes.
and I've still not even looked at Indiana Jones yet, so got a lot to do.
I feel like Indie might get shelved, and you could pick it up at some point.
I think that's probably going to happen because I've got Avowed in February
Yeah.
and I've got Split Fiction in March,
Yes.
which I'm very much looking forward to. So I find it difficult as I might on average play maybe 10 hours a week, if that now. So time's precious when you're trying to pick something to play next.
Yeah.
Oh, I finished Alan Wake 2.
Yes.
So after last week, and I was like, I must be near the end. After years left, after recording the episode, I put it on and thought, I'm just going to bash through this. I was 10 minutes from the end.
Amazing.
So, I know.
That's like when, and I've never understood it, when football fans leave the stadium early.
Aye.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Sit down.
I know. So I was 10 minutes from the end, and the game ends. Again, no spoilers, but there's a new game plus, and that was a later feature. But annoyingly, and I don't like this at all, but annoyingly, you have to replay the entire game again to get to find out some alternative bits of the story in the ending of the game. So I'm not doing that.
No.
So I just watched them on YouTube.
That's fair. It's a big
Yeah.
investment of time to go through that again, as
Yeah.
good as it was.
It is, and it's heavy. It's heavy going. It's a real commitment, not just of time, but your attention and attention to detail. And so it's not like your typical video game where you just sort of pick up a controller and just shoot at stuff or jump around or whatever. It's heavy going. So, I couldn't. I don't think I've got the stamina to do it again. The mental stamina to do it again.
Stamina. Yeah, fair enough.
So it's gone. I've deleted it off my hard drive. Next.
Done and dusted.
Aye.
Properly.
But I've done all the DLC. I've
Yeah,
got
of
nothing really
course.
to go back for. There's a few probably the collectibles and that I just didn't pick up along the way, but I'm not that bothered
Yeah.
to go back and do it all again. But annoyingly, the way they've hidden the end, the part of the ending behind a second playthrough, well, that's a bit cheeky.
It is cheeky, but what a way to get people to play, I suppose.
Yeah, but when you know what the end is and you think it's not worth playing it all again,
Yeah, fair.
so
Fair,
in my
fair, fair.
opinion, anyway. So there you go.
Fair enough. Well, that's what we've been playing. Get in touch, let us know what you've been playing. I was excited to hear if Carrick had finished God of War yet, so we'll find that out next week.
Oh, he must be close to the end.
He's
surely.
got to be.
Yeah.
He's got, from what he was chatting about last week, he's got to be. He's close. But yeah, get in touch, let us know what you've been playing. And with that, we'll chat some news. So big news this week is Xbox Dev Direct was on. I think we'll do that last just so we can fly through
All right.
some
Yeah, cool.
other news and then talk in depth about the games. So we'll kick it off with some Xbox though. Phil Spencer interviews. Now I've not seen these yet, Jason.
Yeah.
You wanna...
Yeah, so Phil Spencer was on a podcast this week. There was like a celebration episode of this particular podcast had been running for 800 episodes or something. I can't remember what the number was, but
Phil Spencer on Straight Up Against podcast when?
Yeah. Episode 84. Well, if we can get about episode 360, that'd be good.
That would be good, yeah.
He's lost a lot of weight, Phil Spencer. He's looking good. He's looking trim. As Carrick said before, he's got his neck. His neck's back.
Carrick said he's looking a lot less 3D.
Yeah.
Which I think is a great way of describing it.
Yeah, well, it could be stress. Hopefully it's not.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I would like his job. Anyway, so some sort of highlights from the discussion on the podcast. First of all, he's very much looking forward to Switch 2 coming out, so an opportunity for Xbox to obviously further publish their games across another ecosystem. Switch 2 probably having the power and the capacity to be able to release some old stuff and some newer stuff that they might get on the Series S out on the Switch 2.
I would imagine they get the current lineup of PS5 Xbox games. But probably the Starfield announcement is going to be at a Switch Direct. That would be my guess.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously technical limitation, but anything you can get on your Series S, I'd imagine they'll be keen to port it to Switch 2.
Yeah, I think so.
Which makes complete sense from what they're trying to do now with trying to get as many Xbox games on as many devices as possible. Like, what better way than on a brilliant new handheld system? So
yeah, looking forward to the Switch 2 TV advert, which is just an Xbox advert saying this is an Xbox.
I know. So he talked about that. He talked about the fact that the Series S console, there's questions raised about whether or not they would let it go in terms of this parity release across Series X and Series S. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of the rumoured problems around Baldur's Gate 3 and Black Myth Wukong, games that haven't come out on the Xbox because of supposed technical reasons, but we've been rest assured that wasn't the case. It had nothing to do with Series S, but you can't help but think, there's something not quite right there.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're still committed to the Series S console. It's not going anywhere. They've got no plans to release games on just the Series X, and you're talking, 4 years into the generation now, so I wonder how long they can keep that going for. Yeah. Because it shortens the lifespan of the generation if they keep doing that.
Yeah, of course.
You'd think, because then they'd have to go, right, what's next in terms of hardware? We've reached the limitation of Series S now. It will not play these games where Series X could, which is silly, but it's, I guess, one of those things that they've committed to it, and Phil's continued to say that. So they were the kind of the two main points from his interview. I've not watched the entire interview, but it's good to see him out in the public eye again. He's been missing for a while.
Yeah, he has.
And he comes across so well, and he's so good at delivering a message. And I think Xbox fans have probably missed that in terms of his sort of, his gravitas that he has when he talks about Xbox and how passionate he is about Xbox, and obviously the stuff that the studios are pumping out in terms of content, and we'll talk about it later in this about what's coming. But
yeah,
he's it's good to see him back.
He's one of the few execs that still blurs the lines between gamer and
100%, yeah.
I think he does a phenomenal job. Probably the last person before Phil was Reggie, for me. Doug Bowser does a little bit of it, but nowhere near on
no, it's not the same
core, where you know for a fact that just like everyone he's addressing, he's just dying to get this over with so he can go and sit in his kegs and play a game.
Yeah.
As seen by him always online playing games.
I know.
I do think that's nice, because I think it's a lot of stress, as he said, and it's a lot of work to maintain a work-life balance where you still get to enjoy the thing you're flogging. I think is phenomenal, and he does it very, very well. Very well.
Yeah, it's like Mary Berry enjoying her cakes, I guess.
Aye.
It's exactly the same.
Nick Knowles painting his house.
Aye. But it's good to see him back. I've missed the faces of these massive, these big companies we follow, with PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox, having the person that sort of champions what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
They need it. They do need it. And whatever the direction is, and whichever platform it is, they do need that person to stand up and say, this is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. You look at every time we do have an Apple keynote, the main people are involved in talking through, like, this is what we're doing and why we're doing it. And I think it's important you have those people front and centre.
Agreed.
And it's been Phil a long, long time. And I think his days are probably numbered in terms of, you'll probably feel like he can only take things so far before he's ready to pass on the baton, which would be a sad day, but as long as he keeps popping up in interviews, and a new shelf. He had a new shelf.
What was on his shelf?
Well, nothing new yet that anybody spotted, but stay tuned for rumours of Phil's shelf.
I love a Phil shelf.
Yeah.
It's mental because that's the first thing anyone will look at.
It
when
is,
he's
yeah.
there. It's crazy, especially because we still haven't seen anything from that handheld prototype, but that was there like years ago.
Yeah.
And usually the things he has on his shelf are coming.
Mm-hmm. We had a Death Stranding statue on his shelf for a while.
That's right, yeah. Interesting.
But it's funny because he always does these episodes of podcast. For their video podcast, he always makes sure he's in a room with a shelf behind him with lots of stuff on it.
Yeah.
So he's obviously he's well aware that the store was caught.
And he plays to that. He does it with his t-shirts as well.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
His rare t-shirt at that time. It's like, fuck off, Phil.
Yeah, what you did.
Yeah, good guy. So, overall good showing from Phil there. This is devastating to us and for people who've been around this podcast a long time. It's probably worth a refresher. That Graham Carrick and I met working for Game Resale many moons ago.
2017 I started a Game. That's when I met Carrick.
That's crazy. 2019 I think was
no, earlier than that. 2007.
2016.
2007.
Yeah, I was going to say I was like 2012 or 13 I think was mine, and then 2016 was when I left.
All right. Yeah.
But good memories, and we got together because we all parted from the company, went on entirely different career paths, and wound up still fancying a bit of games.
Oh yeah.
So that's how the podcast came about. So it's sad for us when we have to report on news like this, which is Game don't even have a pre-order set up for the Switch 2 yet. Yeah. Curry's video game shop of the people do. There are a couple of other ones. Yeah, same. Shop 2 are up there, and they've always been good for from the digital side of things.
Yep.
But as far as retailers go, certainly in the last few generations, it's been Smiths and Game. They do Xbox All Access. They do all of the main what's in the market right now, POS. And so that's where you get your excitement from, not a sausage. And we walked past a game store at the weekend who had nothing to do with a Switch. They had a single bay of games.
That's crazy.
The rest of it was board games and toys and stuff. And I get that makes more margin. Change the name of the shop then. Dead easy.
Absolutely. Something else.
It
The Entertainer 2.
But this to me, as far as it's properly sad, suggests a couple of things. There's the whole Fraser's group thing, and I think that they're in a good direction because, say what you want about Mike Ashley, he is the only person who can hold retail together at this point. A lot of the other places just collapse.
Yeah.
But he knows how to make them profitable. He buys the building so they don't owe anything and all those things. So maybe that's a direction, and games just become this attach driver for his other businesses. But the second thing is potentially from a Nintendo point of view, they might not get that much allocation, and that's why they're not doing it just at your interest. Whereas I think Curry's have shifted a lot of hardware and a lot of games recently. They do good deals. They've got good warranties. They've got good service. And I wonder if Nintendo have looked at the list of UK retailers and gone, nah, you're not getting it.
Possibly. I remember when I worked at Game, I mean, this, to go back in time, if this was back in the Game days, that video would have dropped on YouTube, and I'd have, because at the time, I used to use a PlayStation 3 in the media cabinet.
I remember it.
To hook it up to the TVs at the front of the store. So I'd be like, and the PlayStation 3 had a web browser.
Yeah.
So I used to go on the web browser, youtube.com, find the video, put it on loop, and just let it play. And then straight away, it was like, right, how many people can we get to register interest in this new console? It was always Nintendo. Nintendo was always the one that was like, register your interest today, because we used to do all the DSs, the different, because they used to sell so well. But it was always that forward-thinking mindset of, right, how can we start the conversation? Because we were interested, we wanted to talk to people about it, because we were excited.
Absolutely.
We want to make other people excited about it, so that's all gone.
It has.
All of it's gone.
Long gone is the £20 deposit. Long gone is all of that stuff. And I mean, the past couple of times I have been in Game and I've been buying something, especially over Christmas, I bought a few like Daft board games for people and things like that. The service is gone.
Yeah,
it's really gone. People
the
behind tills that
disappeared.
are just beeping things. No games reward cards, so there's no incentive for them to be pushing anything. But we would have been at the front of the shop, stopping people who looked at the screen of that video and said, "Oh, did you catch it? It'll start in a minute. Do you want to pre-order it?"
Yeah.
And they would just pass us by, like poaching people off the street, almost. It's just sad. It's sad because we've got nothing else. The alternative is CEX, who will buy new stock for launch and then inflate the price so that people can get them, despite them being readily available everywhere.
Yeah, they do that.
The other alternative is Argos, which has been crippled into a Sainsbury's everywhere near you.
Yeah,
and then
you've
got Curry's Video Game Shop with the people who don't have many high street stores left. They've got the big retail park stores, which are all great if you want a washing machine. But online Curry's is the video game shop with the people by far.
Yeah.
Shop 2 are fantastic because they've always had good good points and loyalty systems. And at Game, I remember them being a bit of a problem because the price point was always a $5 cheaper than whatever we had it on.
Yeah.
And it was, I'll just get on Shop 2. And, well, let me convince you why paying for human beings in this shop is much more important. It's just sad, especially for something like the Nintendo Switch, because that is where a retail rush comes from as far as hardware launch goes. And unfortunately, that's gone.
Well, it's the whole, Dave the gamer finishes work and goes to the shop and runs in and goes, and can I pre-order my Switch too, please? Or my Switch. And yeah, they pay their 20 quid deposit and then they go out because they know they're going to get one at launch.
It's theirs.
Yeah, sorted. But yeah, it's sad, really sad. It's gone, and
it is. Not even a kiosk
never come
in
back.
the shops to have a go anymore.
No.
I would imagine on release, Nintendo used to be quite good at being in the Metro Centre and having a presence in the mall.
Yeah, well, they're going to do a tour with the Switch too. But the Metro Centre hasn't done that for aid. The PlayStation 5 had a tour,
right?
I think, and it was noticeable that they were just not involved. But I think that's back in the time when it was up for sale.
It was in 2 before as well, who were difficult to work with in general. Whereas these new owners, I don't know if you've been down, but there's loads of new shops. Old shops that were there have moved into bigger units because I think they've dropped the rent, so they could have got a better store for the same price. And these new owners seem to be breathing some old Metro Centre life into it, and making it more of an experience of going down. Okay. So I hope they've had a few events on cars back in the mall. Remember when you used to get cars?
Oh yeah,
saw one of them. So like stuff like that gives you a bit of hope. Because it would be a shame if you couldn't just, as parents, drop your kids off to play with the consoles while you go and do some actual shopping. That as is the way, and then they want it. And it's a shame.
I'll be happy when they bring back Metro Land.
Aye, I'm sure health and safety will write that one off.
For anybody who isn't from the Northeast, just look up videos of Metro Land on YouTube from the 90s,
and then sit back and smile. Because what a time and what a place. Yeah,
I remember playing Killer Instinct in an arcade cabinet in Metro Land.
So good. Virtua Fighter every time.
Yeah.
What a time.
So rip to game.
Rip to game. Hopefully they do pull back, but it's not looking good. Also not looking good. We talked last week about cancelled PlayStation Live service games, and we said that Horizon's MMO was the only one left. That's gone. I mean, and that is now. Jim Ryan has been erased from history.
Oh, definitely. He's got his fancy PlayStation and he's fucked off to the Maldives or something like that. Yeah. But it needs to happen. We need, and I think the hype behind the Switch 2 and whatever else they're going to release and announce, we'll talk about the developer direct in a minute, but the games that were shown in that, and we're just getting this feeling of gamers just want proper games and we're not interested that much in live service anymore. Thank you very much. Fortnite's got it all. Just leave them to it.
Anyone who wants live service has already got it.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just stop it. Stop it now.
Yeah, what is it? And we've talked about it before. It's a fight for people's time.
It is.
If I've got to commit, if I get 10 hours a week of game time, I'm not going to spend it playing a live service game.
Yeah, fair.
And if I am, I'll spend all my 10 hours playing that live service game. I'm not playing 2.
Yeah, fair. Totally fair.
It's stupid.
So yeah, the Horizon MMO is gone. So if you're excited for that, soz.
It wasn't us.
No, we weren't excited for it. Although of all of the live service, that was the one I could actually picture because the world's there. In my head, it was just Ark, but Horizon.
I get that, but I'm just not invested.
Fair. This is crazy to me. So Ted Price, who is the founder or co-founder and long-term man at the helm at Insomniac Games, has left. Retired from games.
Took his PlayStation and fucked off.
Literally.
I'm sure it wasn't like that.
No, I'm sure it wasn't. Now, this is crazy because Insomniac Games of Spider-Man fame and who make superb games in general are basically one of PlayStation's top 3, I would say, in terms of they've
Wolverine's next.
Yeah, Wolverine's next. And to not see that project out, and given the troubles it's had, that to me is not a good sign whatsoever.
Yeah.
But they've replaced him with 3 people to go with the 2 CEOs. CEOs? Is that what we've got? Yeah. Of PlayStation. And if you feel like your work life has too many middle managers, try working for PlayStation. Because, dear me, that's insane.
It is insane. I don't know why they've done that.
I guess it shows what a grip Tim had on Insomniac, that he could just steer that ship indefinitely as him.
Yeah.
Everyone believed in the direction. Everyone made class games. 3 people, in my opinion, never works.
Too many cooks.
Far too many cooks. One wants to do it like this, the other one wants to do it like that. And what you end up with is a
Overcooked.
team of... Overcooked 3. What you end up with is with a team of people who are actually tasked with making the game, who try to appease everyone at once.
Yeah, no one will make a decision.
And you'll get a poor game at the end of it. And I hope...
In theory,
I would like... Please provide some case studies that prove otherwise. But in my experience, and from what I've gathered from PlayStation, it doesn't work at all, which is mad for Insomniac.
You'd think of all the studios they're going to protect and make sure there's some rigid structure in place. It'll be them, Naughty Dog, and Santa Monica, probably.
Yeah. Agreed.
So, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Wolverine, we've still not seen or heard anything other than that CGI trailer. Obviously, all the leaks happened over a year ago now, when people just
gave the game
exposed the entire game to the internet in its very, very rough form. Much like what happened to Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
If you watch the documentary, it talks a little bit about that. But for you to see that work be just let loose in the wild for people to go, oh, that looks shit. Well, yeah, it does because it's 6 months old.
Like, it's not been made yet.
Cut some slack.
But it's gone on a while though. What year was that? It was a while ago. We saw that.
Must be a couple of years ago. Oh, the original one.
Yeah.
Oh, 3-4 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
So you'd think would be ready in more, at least more of a look or a rough.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about this loads on the show, but PlayStation have got to say something surely this year. Rumours of a state of play in February, which would make sense because they could tell you what Q1 looks like for them in terms of their financials.
Quiet.
Yeah, quiet one.
Just staying in, lads.
Yeah. What we're playing? Fall Guys. All right.
Yeah. Foam Stars is back. So yeah, it's a shame, but we'll watch it closely. Hopefully Insomnia are absolutely sound and the 3 people have got it and we're all entirely wrong. Because what a pedigree that studio's got. Wouldn't be the news without Ubisoft. And we got the duality of Ubisoft here. So Creed's getting positive previews against all odds. No one more shocked than
Please be excited.
And at the other side of that, Ubisoft today announced a shit ton of layoffs and some studio closures, including our very dear and near and dear Newcastle UB Reflections.
Yeah, so they're getting that team is supposedly getting reduced in size, and then Leamington Studio is getting closed completely. So I think largely these guys work as supportive studios around major projects that happen, but the news with Ubisoft has been it's never positive, unfortunately.
And if it is, they're covering it with stuff like this, which is grim.
Yeah.
But the Newcastle studio is particularly sad because in the Northeast we don't have a whole lot of game pedigree.
No.
Apart from that.
Midway used to be up here.
Yeah, it did. R.I.P. to Midway. They used to do a hell of a lot of good games.
Wheelman.
Did they do Gauntlet?
I don't know.
They did. Yeah, they did. It was the N64 studio in my head, so there's a shitload of games from Midway. But Driver is the biggest one for me, and the secret level where you could drive around to is undefeated. So I hope everyone involved.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I hope everyone involved with the changes at UB is okay and find somewhere to go. The thing about UB is that for all the company is messy, and it seems like that way from the outside looking in, the talent is incredible, and I do hope that everybody finds a home. It's sad that even now we're talking layoffs in game studios because we thought that was over,
Yep.
And unfortunately, we are creeping up on the start of the financial year for a lot of these companies.
Yeah.
So it might just be the first of
Yeah, probably. I mean, Ubisoft's workforce is absolutely colossal.
It is. Yeah.
You're in the tens of thousands of staff, and the layoff numbers are roughly about 180 people in this round. But if you look at this, what's the headcount in the UK for Ubisoft? Probably not that many. I think the majority of them are in France and Canada and America. So we'll see what happens. But
Well,
in the meantime, Creed Shadows looks good.
yeah.
They need a win. They absolutely need a win.
They need something.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Creed's the thing that they're waiting on to save the day, I'm worried. I'm sweating. Because I desperately hope that Ubisoft, with all of their games and all of the IP they've got, doesn't just become the Creed studio. Because people are getting fed up with that fast. So we'll see. We shall see. On to the Xbox Developer Direct and a little bit of excitement. Now, before we talk about these games, I just want to get the nerding out the way. The marketing and the messaging in these Developer Directs is pristine.
Isn't it?
They have organised that brand in such a way that they just can't miss. Even if all the games shown were shit, I would have been sat there going, that was a presentation. I find everything about it is phenomenal, and it is its own brand, and I just love it. Everything about it is perfect.
I love that it's all on the talent.
Yes.
There's nobody talking over it. It's just the studios talking about the projects. Especially of the shot of the Doom team when they're walking through the corridors, and then they panned out the entire team in an auditorium.
Yeah. To drop the date.
Yeah.
Just outstanding.
Yeah, very good.
So if you're listening and you haven't seen the Developer Direct, it's well worth your time. More so because there's a game out there for you. I think what that showed us is that half one from Xbox is strong.
Yeah.
Very strong.
Yeah.
So we'll run through them as they came. So we knew that there was going to be 3 games there, and that was your Expedition 33, South of Midnight, and Doom. But they kicked it off with
the question marks.
The question marks, and those graphics, perfect. I'd love to just meet that brand team and go, well done. That was superb. And we saw Ninja Gaiden 4 from out of absolutely nowhere.
Well, I saw when it started with the Team Ninja graphics with the ocean. I was like, what's this? They're alive? Surely not.
Right, with more booby physics.
Yeah.
Straight away I was like Ninja Gaiden. I put it in the chat as I was watching it because it just looked like Ninja Gaiden. But how good that looked.
And Platinum Games.
And Platinum Games.
A collab.
I think Platinum Oi Oi was my my commentary on that. Because I mean Platinum are outstanding, and if Platinum polish on a game like that is huge, and I just thought it was such a good way to kick it off because these Developer Directs are very quickly becoming the way that Xbox confirm the business strategy that they've set out.
Yeah.
And their thing that they've been going on about, and it took a little while to come to fruition, was they're going to be stronger in the East. And kicking off with a studio like that shows we're still doing it, and we're doing it very well. Well,
Ninja Gaiden's legacy is largely attached to Xbox.
It is, yeah.
And I tried to replay Ninja Gaiden last year sometime. I was like, this is nails.
Yeah.
This is really hard. I forgot how nails this is. Because you're going back to sort of janky old game mechanics. But the new one looks so slick. The combat looks really good. The traverse around the environments looks really good. The setting looks perfect.
The settings are immaculate.
Yeah. I love the animation of the different executions you can do on the enemies. So... yeah, and it's not Ryu this time. It's like you sort of
new character, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a new main character. Ryu seems to be nods to Ryu in it. Yeah. Yeah, but we've got a new protagonist, which is great. Great way to refresh the IP and
100%.
Come to Game Pass.
Just like that.
Yeah.
And I loved that at the start too, was all of the games in this presentation are available on Game Pass, Xbox Anywhere, and on the cloud streaming. And I thought, thanks. Now I know.
Yeah.
Why is that so hard? Do you know what I mean, though? That'll do. Cheers. Well done.
But it's confirmed it's coming to PS5 as well.
Yes.
Ninja Gaiden 4, so it's not just Xbox, which is good. I'm not sure about PC. It's in PC. Probably.
I think it will be, because what we're about to talk about is also on Steam.
Right, okay. But yeah, excited for that. It's out in the fall.
Yeah, which was wonderful.
Well,
And I thought, again, the focus on developers and the studio itself and the people, I thought they did very well. The presentation was wonderful.
Yeah.
And we got one more thing from the first thing.
We did.
Which was lovely. So this is that Ninja Gaiden 2 Black off of the original Xbox is being remade from the ground up. And they shadow dropped the bugger.
We did.
There.
Little rascals.
those buggers. Unreal. I've downloaded it. All 80 odd gig.
Is it?
Aye. Big game. Big
Oh, wow.
remake
I
game.
know, I need to. But yeah.
It just looked like daft Xbox fun. And I was like, aye, I'm having that. But to shadow drop that, and I've heard nothing about this. I didn't know that 4 was in the mix, and I didn't know that 2 was being remade.
No, it's a complete surprise. Nobody knew.
Yeah, so to keep it under wraps is such an Xbox win.
Yeah.
Because
it's probably the best thing they've done at Developer Direct since Hi-Fi Rush.
Yes, I would agree.
In terms of like shock appeal, because it appeals to such a wide audience, but also like the hardcore Xbox faithful have been all over that because of Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 on the original console. And I played Ninja Gaiden to death, and I remember getting so annoyed at the dragon boss inside there's a cave system you're in.
Yeah.
And there's a dragon you've got to take out in there. Oh, God. I punched my controller so much. But yeah.
What a series. Glad it's back.
Yeah.
And
I need to download Black. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, though.
Yeah.
I need to download that.
Was there a date on 4?
Just a fall. We don't know when.
Fall. That's right, yeah.
Still waiting.
But still strong, though, because that's like pushing into the next one. So we went from Ninja Gaiden to South of Midnight.
Yep.
What a game that looks.
Yeah. The Catfish character of the year.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love everything about him. The casting seems bang on from a voice perspective and from a character design perspective. It was nice that we got to saw the protagonist's actual person with mocap. And that stop motion animation style is lush.
It's
I love
great.
it.
Yeah,
I love
that's
everything
very,
about
very
it.
good. Like the sort of the folklore, the bosses they've got, like the big alligator we've seen a lot of, but apparently these are sort of like attached to this mysterious new folklore that they've got in the game. It looks like an Xbox 360 game.
It does.
And I'm okay. It's got a health bar and some of the gadget and widgets on the screen. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just dead simple. Bash the enemies, get the health. That's what you want.
It did. As soon as I saw that she was fenced into a battle arena, I was like, I'm in. Say no more. I can't go any further because there's baddies.
Yeah.
Thank you. I did think it seemed bigger than I thought, but I got massive cameo vibes, which was Rare's game on the 360.
Yes,
where you just kind of in exactly that situation. From baddie to baddie until you do the thing.
Oh, thorns. I can't get past the thorns. Yeah.
That's it. I need a power up. Oh, I've just unlocked the power up. I need to go this way now. Lovely bit of gaming. The music was outstanding, and they talked a little bit about how the music kind of intensifies as the things happen.
Yeah,
love that. Any way that audio design can be pulled in that way, more just bring it on.
It just seems compulsion of being left to just use your full artistic talent to however you want to. And they've come up with this new IP, which is we all need new IP.
Absolutely.
And they've come up with something that looks different in terms of the way the animation is and the stop motion stuff. They've come up with some really like whimsical characters. You're like, I can see me playing that game and loving the fact that the catfish is back.
Yeah.
Just I want to hang out with the catfish.
Yeah. He's I can see him joining a long list of good pointless side characters.
Aye.
Who just show you the way.
This is the way.
The owl in Ocarina of Time or the fish in Wind Waker.
Yeah.
All those things that just are there to tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
We moved on from South of Midnight.
We got a release date as well.
Of course we did, yeah.
8th of April.
Which is so soon. Like
which
stupidly soon.
Yeah. Which is what we need. Like we've come into 2025 with no idea. Xbox have done this show, and you'll learn very quickly that they've absolutely packed the first half of this year. Because before this we have Avowed, which is out in February.
About
March,
February,
yeah.
It's 2 weeks, isn't it?
So now we've got this coming out in April, and there's more to come.
And technically, Indie in December, Ninja Gaiden January, if you count that as the game.
Yeah, true. The Shadow Drop,
which is just absolutely nuts. But good, because it means that there's another developer direct coming after those games, and we'll find out what's happening in the second half. And we were like,
I think it'll be summer Game Fest. You know?
Do you think?
the Xbox Summer Showcase will be his Fable. It's out in October.
When we were chatting, and Karen made the very good point of Fable still is to come this year. But then a whole host of other games as well. Fingers crossed. It's shaping to be a half decent year for Xbox, that's for sure. But we did move on from that to Claire Obscure Expedition 33, and I'd been excited about this game every time I'd seen it. I think we've seen it twice. Is that right?
Yeah, they're on and off different showcases. Yeah,
and I'd been like, yeah, I'll have that turn-based RPG. No bother.
Yeah.
This trailer blew my mind. So many graphics.
Yeah.
A JRPG in a Western format is I still
Lost
can't
Odyssey?
think of one. Lost Odyssey, and it looked like Lost Odyssey in that sense. But like, the story seemed compelling. The characters seem absolutely lovable.
The story, the concept. So if you're not sure what the concept of this game is, so this is that there's this enemy, or what do you want to call it in the game, called a paintress, and there's a monolith in this world, in whatever number is painted on the monolith. Anybody who is older than that age, dies, and it's the idea is that this random number appears in this monolith, and if you're that age or above, then you get taken out. Some sort of curse or something, I don't know, but the idea is that there's this young group of heroes,
33-year-olds who've gone, no.
I don't think so. Are out to try and, I guess, prevent this from happening.
Yeah, well, understand what it is first and foremost. But the characters, this was my favourite Meet the Devs, because it seemed that each developer that we saw on screen resembled somewhat a character in the game. And it really just seemed like a proper labour of love. And it seemed
like a small team as well.
Really small team. And the French, right, based in France. And I loved the stories of how they came together. So you've got Guy, who had idea of game but couldn't do it. Guy who could do it. And then his mate, who he was like, do you want to come and do this game? And he went, aye. And he quit his job. And I just love that story so much. But when you rewatch it, you can see resemblance in the characters, and I do feel like they've just poured themselves into these games.
Fair enough.
Into these characters, sorry. But absolutely, the turn-based combat looked unreal.
It does,
like immaculate.
It does.
Almost like ReFantazio in a way of its UI, but a little bit more intuitive in terms of new things. I'm properly excited. I think this is probably my most anticipated game of the year so far.
Yeah. And I've missed like a Western RPG like that, JRPG, which has got really simplistic battle systems in it, where it's easy to, you get hooked into the rhythm of battle really easily, and you want to upgrade your skill tree because you're curious of what that move does, and you read about it and go, that looks cool. Like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the combat in that was very good, but I missed like the strategy element of it's my turn to attack or defend, or
there's too much going
queue up the next battle sequence or special ability or whatever it might be. And the boss, the enemies look class.
They do. They look really good.
Yeah.
And this is the bit that blew me mind the most.
I know where you're going to go.
Yeah. Is they basically dropped it in a way of, and yes, there is a world map.
Yeah.
And it kind of pans out, and you follow your really cute character, who's your floaty balloon man. And he looked outstanding. Loved him immediately. But this world map was unlike anything I've seen world map wise. Now, I've not played the new Final Fantasy, so it could be comparable, but no. This world map was how I thought world maps looked on JRPG.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so it's got this really lush, like it looks like a model.
Yeah,
the way they've done the camera, like this blurred lens effect on everything that's like going on around you. It looks a bit like playing a HD 2D game, but in 3D. If that makes sense, because like around the peripheral of like where you're sort of focused on, it's all kind of blurred out. But you can fully explore the entire map, like you could in Final Fantasy VII. But it's all 3D,
just lush. And to go from that, which looks so impressive in itself, to the AAA quality cutscenes and characters and fighting, I'm dead excited, and I hope it's an absolute clean sweep of 9s and 10s, because at first look, that's what it looks like.
Definitely. I mean, if anybody out there who's enjoyed games like Lost Odyssey and stuff like that in the 360 era, when they try to nail this kind of this genre in the West in terms of what they could do on an Xbox system, that this game looks right up your street.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, go check it out.
It's out in April as well.
It is. Yeah,
2 games out in April.
24th of April. So you got for like the start and then the end. There's no way we're going to play all these.
To be fair, South of
order.
Midnight seems like the type of game you could clock in a couple of weeks, be ready for
I suppose it
a
does.
JRPG. So
Yeah, we'll see. I suppose. But we went from that absolute treat straight into a game I was a little bit reserved about when they first announced this. But ID Software were there with Doom, The Dark Ages, and it just looks like proper daft fun.
it does.
But also
Can't wait.
serious.
Yeah.
But daft. Properly daft.
I like how each Doom game's had like, this Doom, just shoot as much as you can.
Yeah.
This Doom, it's about traversal. This Doom is
You're going to jump in this Doom. You're going to shoot in this Doom.
Yeah.
You're going to do this in this Doom. In this Doom, it appears you're just going to smack people with loads of class things.
yeah.
The was it you can only do this in Doom was the tagline.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Some of the weapons we saw in this, the shield saw
Uh-huh.
or the saw shield, whatever they might have called that.
Yeah. One of the two.
It's exactly how it sounds. It's a shield with a saw on it.
Yeah.
And the way that it kind of focused in on the melee combat, but then showed you, don't worry, it's still Doom and you can still shoot loads of things.
Yep.
Was outstanding.
I'm so pleased the nail gun's back.
Yeah. The trailer was amazing.
Yeah.
The
Those guitar
voiceover
riffs, man.
I know. Well, I originally dubbed this game Brutal Legend 2 because that's what it felt like. Having now seen that, it's Doom.
Aye.
All of it is Doom. And the way that the transition from the original Doom to this Doom when they were talking about that was very clever. But I did like, what about a flail?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, why not?
Aye, that makes sense.
Unreal.
I like how they brought back, they talk about the sort of the old strafing type of combat where you sort of swaying left to right to try and avoid enemy projectiles.
Yeah,
and
strafing.
Yeah, this is back in a big way in this. The art style, they've obviously upgraded the visuals, but it looks like, I'm trying to think, the enemies in the other Dooms are they had a very dull colour palette,
Yeah.
but the enemies in this one look like they've had a bit of colour added to them, which is really good. But that skull gun thing, it just chews up skulls.
Unreal. And I love the way they went, this is just Doom, kill everything.
Yeah.
And then they went, oh, but also it's got really serious and really seriously good story.
Yep.
And they showed with cutscenes and they showed with the things.
Exploration too. It's the biggest Doom they've ever
go
made.
Have a
in
walk
terms of-
around and just see what you can find.
Yeah.
I love it. I loved everything about that presentation. And to your point earlier, they then roped everyone in, walked in the auditorium, and they announced 15th of May for this game.
Yeah.
You should go and check out that trailer purely because of the guitar riffs.
Yes.
It'll just make you feel a certain kind of way.
Aye.
But 15th of May is insane. So we're going to have 2 games in April, 1 in February, then straight into May for Doom. And they did confirm this is coming to PS5, PC, and Xbox on launch, which is nice because Doom feels like an everywhere game for me.
Yeah, and what a solid start of the year for Xbox. Like I said in the chat, Xbox is back, isn't it? Like I'm getting a sense that there's some good stuff happening here.
It was the PlayStation, we're so back.
Aye.
It's so over meme, apart from we're so back.
Yeah.
Full stop.
But there's no live service games, there's no multiplayer, it's all single player, hard hitting story games. You've got an RPG, you've got a game where you just shoot as much as you can, and something out later in the fall, which is hack and slash. Like, they're all solid single player. Whether they're story based or not, the main focus of the game is it's single player.
Yeah.
Sit down, hunt the achievements, all that, find all the collectibles.
Proper games for proper gamers.
Yep.
Gamers games.
And that's what we need. Like, that's what we've missed. That was 360's heyday was because of games like that.
Yeah, like proper games.
Yeah, Mass Effect, Bioshock.
Just games.
Yeah, Lost Odyssey we've mentioned. These hard hitters that were just like, this is what game is about. And then the multiplayer was left to Halo.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
It was, yeah.
So,
and it was a shame in a way that this generation takes ages to make games, because I feel like if it was the 360, we were very lucky to receive Mass Effect 1 and 2, Bioshock 1 and 2, because you could use the same engine quickly, and Infinite, to then either upscale or move on to the next thing. Whereas now it feels like you get one game this generation, and then it's going to take all our time and effort to make another one.
Yeah.
So making them games like this and making them have a big impact, no bother.
I mean, now that because of the amount of studios Xbox have, I'd imagine this is largely in the vision of, right, we're going to start churning out some content now. And we've had Diablo, we've had Call of Duty, and now we're starting to see this stuff that's coming this year. and there's probably loads more we still don't know about.
Oh, absolutely.
But then we've got like the coalition working on Gears and other stuff that's going on, which are longer term project. Yeah, right.
Create your summoning circle. We need Everwild back.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, it's you're getting the sense that Xbox is back, and I think indie, although I've not played it, was probably largely unsung from last year. That'll probably get a lot of noise when it comes out on the PlayStation.
Yeah, it will.
Just because of the install base. But you think from what we're seeing early in terms of Avowed coming and the games we've just talked about, like to have an Xbox and be able to play those games in Game Pass before June, that is a good lead up to summer.
It is. And there's two ways that could go, and we hope it's not one of them. And that's that they've front-loaded the start of the year, and we get not a lot. Or just Fable.
We've just got 4 7 out of 10s. You don't want that. Please no.
Hopefully at least a great out of 10.
Yeah.
Or that there's still so much more to come. In which case, fair play to them, because this is the way. We know now what the business strategy is.
Yeah.
And they've been very clear in that. But they've doubled down on it by showing us now.
Yeah.
And once again, fair play to Xbox. It's other than the Direct, which are a completely different kettle of fish from Nintendo, we don't get that from PlayStation at all.
No, I think I said in the chat, it was 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
It was, 45 minutes long?
I don't even think it was that, was it?
Yeah, I think it was like 45 minutes.
Was it? Didn't feel like that.
But it was just time. Like, focus on the games, focus on the teams. This is what's coming out. This is what the game's about. This is how you play it. This is what it looks like. Here's a date. Perfect.
Yeah. Download it if you want. Don't if you don't.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good. So yes, look forward to those games. Next up is Avowed. One thing we didn't mention in the news, but it's probably worth a mention, it's the character creator for Avowed was released this week. So we could have a quick sneak peek.
Oh, right.
Wow.
Really?
Like Baldur's Gate style.
Random.
Yeah. Oh, you're mental. Ignore Graham. You could spend forever creating your character, and they've got different backgrounds, which makes your character makes the world around your character react differently depending on the backgrounds that you've got. Very very D&D / Baldur's Gate style. But the really cool thing was the other insights we got as a result. So it came out that Avowed had toyed with open world completely, but they said that it didn't work because it was just too overwhelming. And so we've got zones instead, which very much feels like Skyrim. You've got place, bits in between.
That's what Dragon Age Veilguard's like.
Yeah. But I'm even more excited now, having seen the character creator and found out the extra bits as a result of them talking through that. So that's the next big release for fans of Outer Worlds, Fallout, Skyrim, all of those things. Get excited because there's a good
I hope it's good. I really do. And then it'd be good for them to start the year with a big release, something they've had, which they teased 5 years ago, 6 years ago, away, and now it's coming to fruition.
It's gone through lots of changes as well
for it to land with a decent Metacritic and for people to actually download and play it. Because I'd imagine with Game Pass now, I think the negative impact that Game Pass has, in my opinion, is that it doesn't give. I'll try it sometime. There's no I've just spent 50 quid on this, so I'm going to play it.
I'll force myself.
Yeah, it's just like I'll just put it in the the list of things I might play later.
And if it's not in the later pile, it's at risk of being this didn't gel within 5 minutes, and therefore I'm going to download a different one.
The new Hellblade game.
Play it, man.
How many people didn't play that game, including me? Had to play all the way through.
Yeah, loads.
It's probably largely considered a flop in some regard, but it's just probably sat in people's back catalogues because it's in Game Pass and it's accessible at any time you want to play it.
Yeah,
it's like, I'll play that when I get time, rather than, you know what, I've spent 50 quid on this, I'm going to commit time to play it. I think there might be a bit of that out there, but
fair. So yeah, that's the news this week. Let us know what you think. If you watch the developer direct, do get in touch and let us know what you're looking forward to the most, and what you think of the format as well, because we go on about it quite a lot. But it was all around 10 out of 10, I think, from all three of us.
Absolutely, aye.
So with that, we're going to move on to the pile of shame and get dead excited. So I'm going to hit you with for those that don't know, the pile of shame is where we go through IGN's top 100 games of all time, and we work backwards from 100 to 1 to find out what the best game is, and we put them on our virtual piles of shame if we haven't played them. If we have played them, then we just do a little jig and chat loads of nonsense and gaming nostalgia.
You have to picture that in your head, us jigging.
Jigging, yeah. Create your own jig. You know what's funny is everyone will have a different jig in their head. But no two jigs are the same. But this week we're down to 32. We are very quickly getting to the end here. But it's a big one. And it's Halo Combat Evolved.
Yeah. The reason I bought my Xbox.
Nice.
I think it's probably the reason anybody bought an Xbox, to be fair.
Yeah, so I was not an Xbox household.
Mm-hmm.
However, was sat cross-legged on 3 or 4 friends' houses' carpet playing Halo Combat Evolved.
Yeah.
Because I was Nintendo house. And made a conscious effort to play as much Halo Combat Evolved as I could.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I did convert to Xbox, which was much later than when Halo came out, one of the very first games I got was Halo Combat Evolved, so that I could absolutely hammer it.
Yeah, so things that popped into my head. LAN parties.
Proper LAN parties.
LAN parties, playing Halo multiplayer with a network hub on the landing and Ethernet cables just running around the house.
Outstanding.
In different rooms with consoles in each room, playing multiple people on each screen. Like, bring that back.
Yeah, bring back socialising.
You know. Mad, isn't it? Playing co-op, having a proper cooperative campaign where each player can be anywhere you want.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's elements where the game would sort of teleport you back to catch up with your character. But largely speaking, I could be over there, you're over there, and we're just having a good time. And just pissing about with stuff. Like, I remember me and my brother spent hours on the Silent Cartographer, and he'd be laughing listening to this. On the Silent Cartographer, trying to get a warthog inside of the building, inside of the main the main base that you have to get inside. Ramming a warthog inside of the building just to try and break the game. And then also not like run up behind each other, just on repeat, mailing each other in the back because you can kill each other in Combat Evolved Co-op. Hitting each other in the back so we collapse on the floor and drop with grenades. And then just doing that as much as you possibly could.
Brilliant.
Finding as many warthogs as you can, drive them over the top of the grenades, chuck a grenade, and let hell break loose as you watch a warthog disappear into the horizon.
That was my favourite. Was the physics were so fun.
Yeah.
For things like that, things could just go flying. But
the fact you deflect a rocket with a grenade.
Yeah, I'm convinced that infection came about from co-op people bashing each other. Because there's no more satisfying.
Yeah. But you come up with your own like games to play inside of Halo. More so in Halo 2 than Halo 1. But even on the LAN parties, just the first time of like you can get in a warthog and play capture the flag and grab a shield and sidewinder the ice level, which is like a horseshoe shape. Doing that, like it changed everything. Yeah,
it did. And FPS games certainly wouldn't be the same without Halo.
I mean, I've talked mainly about the co-op multiplayer, but the campaign for Halo was just we'd never seen anything like it before.
No,
other than maybe Half-Life.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and it's because it's on console. Like console FPSs up until that point were very janky, or they were like Shan PC ports. Like they weren't like the finished product.
So true.
And Halo was built for the ground up. Well, initially for Mac, but then obviously Xbox bought Bungie. And for that to be the launch title, and then it just redefined what an FPS could be on console, and the fact that like everybody's got their favorite memories of playing Combat Evolved, but the level design,
I mean everyone's got their favorite level, of Combat Evolved, without a doubt, and I think everyone who's played it could picture the level and hear the song that was playing because the soundtrack was outstanding.
I had the soundtrack on CD. I used to listen to it just on repeat. Absolutely loved it.
Just phenomenal. I don't think we'll ever get that again. I'm afraid.
That feeling
of just, this is the game.
Do you think that's because of age or because of the innovation where we are?
I think because of the innovation. I think everyone's, at that time, there was very much the, I always remember that Steve Jobs thing. We're not out to be anyone else. We're just out to be us.
Yeah.
And that was what drove Apple so quickly. And I think there was such an ounce of that in Xbox at the time. Where Halo was created because there was a space for it.
Yep.
Whereas now the rush is on to make the best game that's like other games but better.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen a brand new concept in forever. Everyone's moving towards using the same set of tools, which makes things easier and they can churn them out quicker. But outside of Rockstar and a very few handful of studios,
I think Baldur's Gate probably falls into that
It does, but Baldur's Gate was just, again, a better version of previous Larian games.
Yeah.
But bigger and better. Whereas everything's going to feel like stuff. I don't think there's a thing out there yet. Maybe there will be, where your mind will truly be blown, where you can sit back and go, I have not played anything like this at all.
Yeah.
And every 5 seconds you feel a certain kind of way about what's going on.
Tears of the Kingdom. Well, there's Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
First, obviously, was that, probably for...
But again, that was like, yes, this is Zelda.
Yeah.
Even though it's big, this is Zelda. In a way, Gears 1 was its own thing.
Yeah.
Because it was over the shoulder, and we'd seen that before, but not quite like Gears.
Yeah, the cover mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And so few things at least, maybe not nothing, but few things at least, take that box and will.
I think it's what's mental. I'm talking about this, and I'm looking at my book of Fall of Reach on my shelf up there.
Remember Reach.
Yeah. With Halo is how much they're packed into that game.
Oh, yeah. And
the skulls and all the hidden stuff, and the game was designed, immaculately in terms of level design and the story and all of that stuff. But the fact that we spent hours in Halo trying to get to places in the level, the game just wasn't designed for you to get to. But it was like, I think I can get up there.
Yeah, watches.
Yeah, watches. I'm gonna go. Like when you play the Silent Cartographer and you go inside the base on Silent Cartographer, and you go down the first set of ramps, you enter an area of the level where it's just a long drop, and it just goes on forever and ever and ever. And there's ledges that go all the way down, and I think there's a skull on one of them.
That's right.
But trying to get down there was like, I think I can get down there. And then when you die, because you're trying to do it, you die and your body lands on it. And you go, well, it's got physics, so I can get on it. So you just spend your time, right, how do I get a warthog in here? So you're trying to ram a warthog, like I said before, down this corridor, trying to get through the sort of the triangular-shaped doors that the warthog is not designed to go through.
Yep.
You manage to do it. You drive it off the edge. And then you hope to God it doesn't say save checkpoint. And you try to eject the warthog to land on this platform and go, right, I'm on it. What do I do now? Well, I try and go a bit lower.
Yeah.
Why?
It's so funny as well because I love that Bungie captured that in future Halo games too. Certainly in 2 and in 3 by putting the skulls in obscure places.
Yeah.
You were talked into doing stuff like that if you were interested in the skulls.
Yeah.
But you're on about the book. To have created the lore that they created for a game that, let's face it, could have been a one-off if it didn't do well.
Oh, yeah. Well, the dev time on Halo 2 is so small. That, I think Halo 2 came out in 2004. Halo 1 was 2002.
Wow.
There's only 2 or 3 years between 2 Halo games. Like now, it's like, nah. But then it felt like ages.
Well, yeah.
And then launched it with multiplayer on Xbox Live.
Xbox Live. Those are the days.
Oh, God, I could talk about Halo all day long.
What a game.
I really want they've just re-released the soundtrack on vinyl.
Yeah.
Like a big collection. I'm like, oh, yes, please.
Dig it.
But it's loads of money.
Worth it. Worth it to feel a certain
That's
kind
a
of
money.
way. That's a money. Yeah.
I'd quite happily download the Master Chief Collection again and play Halo again. That game does not age.
No, it doesn't. And
it lives rent-free in my head and on my hard drive, and that's fine by me.
When they did Anniversary Edition, playing in the not shiny new graphics was just as enjoyable.
It was
wonderful.
Yeah.
Game. That's when you know you're going to hit. But to save everyone hearing about Halo for the rest of the night, let's wrap it there. I'm sure Carrick would have many things to say about Halo.
Oh, no doubt. We'll get his thoughts next week because Carrick's a big fan of Halo as much as I am, so we are. So, yeah, I'm sure he'll have plenty to say about Combat Evolved. The library on Legendary.
Was it Pillar of Eternity?
Pillar
of Autumn, of course. Lifeboats, man.
Lifeboats.
Lifeboats. So there you go. There's Halo. That's the pile of shame this week. If you have not played Halo Combat Evolved,
what are you doing? And
don't worry, because it's still mint.
Yeah.
Go and play it. And with that, I'm going to try and get my voice back as well. With that was. With that, I'm going to try and learn to speak again. That was episode 83. We'll catch you next week for another episode of the Straight Up Games podcast where all three of us will be here. I'll be Mickey. That was Graham.
See you later.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.